Hey, Stefan. Looks like you haven't come to work yet. You just too lazy or something? At least pretend to be sick and make a call or something. Oh, it's you, Dante. Hello. I'm going to be absent from work today. No, not because I'm just too lazy to come. All right, that's what everyone says. If you're going to be absent, at least tell the manager about it, will you? Because he was pretty mad back there. Yeah, but didn't the manager just answer the phone right now? Hmm? Hold on. I think he did. Was that you? Yeah, that was me telling him I would be absent today. Sorry for being late to tell you guys, but I just got into an accident at the station. Oh, he just told us you were going to be absent right now. What's the incident you're talking about then? Oh, he said you sprained your wrist on your way to work at the station? Are you seriously that clumsy? There was a woman who was pickpocketed and I was chasing the culprit. Uh-huh, seriously? What, did you get into a fight or something? Yeah, I managed to catch him and we got into a fight. That's when I sprained my wrist. Luckily, it was my left hand and not my right, so I can still use my phone like I'm doing right now. Is that so? That's like the standard story someone who's going to be late for work makes up. What's so funny about this? Well, there were people who saw what happened, so I have proof that I'm not making this up. Witnesses? Oh, really? So you're not coming to work because you're going to the doctor or something? No, I already went to the doctor, but I got questioned by the police and stuff, so I decided to take a leave today since there's still some things I need to take care of. I'll come to work tomorrow. Huh? But if you can't use your left hand, then how are you going to use your computer? What's the point in coming in if that's the case? Oh, I know. You're probably going to get fired. Hold on. I think that's the only possibility for you now. You're getting fired. Do you know what getting fired means? Besides, there's work I can do that doesn't require a computer. Apparently, I'm supposed to train a new employee starting from tomorrow. What? Really? How are you going to train an employee when you can't use your left hand, though? I really have the feeling they're just going to fire you. I mean, there's no point in keeping you as an employee if you can't work, is there? Our company isn't so black as to fire me just because I can't use a computer temporarily. And I don't need to use my left hand to train an employee. All I have to do is show them how things are done inside this company, apparently. Fine. Maybe you aren't getting fired after all. But it just means that you're never going to get a promotion now. I don't know how getting injured means I won't be able to get a promotion anymore, but they just called me to pay my tab, so bye now. Okay, bye, Stefan. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Hello, Stefan. This is Irene, the person you saved at the station this morning. Thank you again for what you did.
Good evening, Irene.
Is it alright if I text you like this? If you want, I could also call you on the phone if you can't type well with your injured wrist and all.
No, it's fine. I was the type of person who would only use my right hand when typing anyway, so there's not much of a difference.
Is that so? Isn't that a little slower than using both hands, though? Oh, never mind. Just tell me if typing is getting difficult for you then.
I didn't know. Maybe it is slower. I'll try getting used to typing with both hands once my left wrist is healed. Oh, and thanks for the consideration, but still, I was surprised when you told me that you were the new employee whose first day of work at our office was going to be tomorrow.
I was surprised to know that you worked there as well. To think that the person who saved me at the station was going to be my instructor. I guess coincidences like this do actually happen, huh?
Yep. But if you find it inconvenient having me as your instructor, then be sure to tell someone without delaying. I heard that you were a very competent worker, so I don't think my injury is going to be that much of a problem for you, though. It's best for both of us if you consider work as just that, and don't worry about how I would feel, so no need to refrain.
Alright, I understand. Anyways, would you like to go to work together tomorrow? I know you probably haven't gotten used to getting around with only one hand yet, so...
What?
You said the nearest station to our house was the same, right? I know that not being able to use your left hand is going to be a big inconvenience for you, as well as a lot of other things. So, if you want, I can make you some food too. Would you like me to bring you a lunchbox tomorrow?
I really appreciate your consideration, but that's going to be a lot of work for you, isn't it? There's no need to force yourself to help me if you don't really feel like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have a girlfriend or something?
No, I've been a bachelor for 5 years now.
I see. If that's the case, then I want to help you as a way of showing thanks for what you did this morning. So please let me support you if you're fine with that.
All right, I'll take you up on your offer then. I haven't had someone make a lunchbox for me ever since high school when my mom would make me one. To be honest, even though I was a bit apprehensive at letting you help me at first, I'm thankful because my parents live really far away and it's going to be difficult for them to come and help me. I'm truly thankful for your offer, Irene.
Thank you for accepting my offer. It's the least I can do to repay you after all. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow, Stefan. Oh, and I almost forgot. What do you want me to make for your lunchbox?
Anything's fine, really. I'm not a picky eater. Well, see you tomorrow then. I'll be counting on you, I guess. Huh? What in the world is the meaning of this? Who's that beautiful woman you came to work with today? What are you doing bringing a woman like that to work? You said you were a bachelor. She's not my girlfriend, Dante. And I know she's beautiful, but would you please calm down? She's the woman I saved from being pickpocketed yesterday. What? Seriously? Why is she here then? This is a huge coincidence, but apparently she's the new employee our company hired, and today's going to be her first day at work. Seriously? Damn, Stefan. This has got to be the luckiest thing to ever happen to you, right? Work comes first, Dante. I'm not about to get distracted just because she's beautiful. Apparently she was going to the office yesterday to get familiar with the route to the office. That's when she was unlucky enough to become the target of a pickpocketing. Huh? Are you kidding me? Jesus, how I wish I could be you right now. I mean, now you get to spend time with a beautiful woman. It was a very unfortunate event for her, so don't say that. It's rude. Hold on. You said that you were going to be the instructor for a new employee, right? Are you going to be her instructor? Our manager told me about it before yesterday's events. Shit! You're even luckier than I thought. Alright, I've decided. I'll do your job training the new employee for you. I mean, I guess we could ask the manager if you could be our instructor instead, but... It's obvious you're being tricked somehow. I mean, seriously. That the beautiful woman you saved also happened to be a new employee at our company? It's just too good to be true. What do you mean I'm being tricked? We just met each other and all she's done is be kind and considerate towards me until now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Things don't go this well in the real world, Stefan. She probably knew that you were going to be her instructor beforehand. At first, she's going to act like a helpless but beautiful woman, and in the end, she's probably going to make you her servant or something. And you're not going to notice what's happening to you because she has seduced you and couldn't think straight anymore. Maybe she's even planning on becoming your girlfriend just to disappear with all the money in your bank account one day. What in the world are you talking about, Dante? You watch way too many of those weird YouTube videos, dude. I'm telling you things like that actually happen. You probably don't want it to happen to you, right? But I, on the other hand, am quite alright with being seduced by a beautiful woman and made to be her servant, which is why I'll do your job instructing her for you. You should just forget about this and get back to work or something. Besides, what use are you going to be to her when you can't even use your left hand? Just let me lend you a hand here, alright? Thanks for your consideration, but no need. Huh? You just want to have this beautiful woman to yourself, don't you? Her name is Irene, and it's less that I want to have her to myself, but more that I don't trust you to do your job as an instructor. Besides, not being able to use my left hand isn't going to be that big of a problem, it seems. You see, I talked with the manager this morning. Apparently Irene, the woman I came with today, is extremely competent. Huh? What do you mean extremely competent? So you're telling me not only is she beautiful, but she's some sort of prodigy as well? Well, kind of. You see, Irene was apparently hired by our company as a target of our headhunting. She was hired via headhunting? Wow. Yes, I'm going to be her instructor, but really all I have to do is explain how things work in this company and teach her about stuff only we do. Oh, and apparently she's one of the candidates for a future executive. Seriously? God, I'm so jealous of you, Stefan. Come on, it's unfair how you get this beautiful woman all to yourself. What is it now? I already told you it's not like that, Dante. I have no intention of bringing in private matters into the office. So you do admit that there's something between you two. You see, there are some people who say that you two are a good couple or actually dating when they see you guys walking together, and I can't stand it. Come on, Dante. We're not high schoolers anymore. Be a bit more professional, please. There are more important things than work, Stefan. She makes your lunchboxes for you too, right? Yeah, she says that it would be difficult for me to make my own food or go out for lunch if I can't use my left hand, which is why she's making me lunchboxes. And you guys go to and from work together, right? Yes, but that's because the nearest station to our house is the same, and she says that getting on crowded trains with an injured left hand would be difficult. I'm so jealous of you. Obviously, she's just using your injury as an excuse to get closer to you. Didn't you notice that? I already told you, Dante, we're not actually dating. Seriously? Are you telling me the truth right now? I mean, since when did people start dating after only meeting a few days earlier? It's unusual. Thank God. This means that I have a chance with her. I don't know what you're planning on doing, but don't cause her any trouble, alright?
Stefan?
Irene, thanks for your work today again.
Help me.
Huh? What's the matter?
I'm being chased by Dante.
What? Dante? What do you mean he's chasing you?
I went to the convenience store to buy some stuff, and he ambushed me at the entrance of my apartment.
Huh? How does he even know where you live?
No, he probably followed me on my way from work one day.
Seriously? After I had specifically told him not to cause you any trouble. Alright, tell me what happened.
He was trying to go to the convenience store with me, so I panicked and tried to go back to my apartment, and he started chasing me, and then he managed to block my way to the entrance. He started approaching me, and he almost was able to push me against the wall.
He was trying to push you against the wall?
Yes, but I managed to escape, and now I'm hiding in a bathroom at the second floor of a crowded building near the station.
What in the world is he thinking? Alright, I think I know where you are. I'll come and get you.
Huh?
If you're with me, then I don't think he's going to try and do anything crazy. Meet me at our usual spot when I tell you. Then we'll get on the taxi and flee. Don't worry. I was able to fight off a thief, wasn't I?
What?
I'll contact you once I'm near our location.
I got it. I'm so sorry, Stefan, for getting you into this mess, but I'm waiting for you.
Stefan, why are you here? That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. I knew that you were attracted to Irene, but I never thought that you would become a stalker or something. I'm not a stalker. I'm just doing my best to get closer to Irene. Yeah, so you followed her on your way home to find out where she lived? And you tried to push her against the wall after ambushing her? And when she was clearly scared and fled, you chased after her all the way here? What the hell do you think you're doing? Yeah, but that's just my way of showing her I like her. Sorry, but did you ever consider what Irene felt when you were doing all of this? You're just bothering her. What did you say to me? I'm a bother to her, you say? How am I a bother? You're the one who's bothering us right now. I get it. You're just mad because you wanted Irene for yourself, don't you? But the joke's on you. Judging by how she looked when she ran away, I just need to make one more approach before she falls for me. What in the world made you think that she'll fall for you after just one approach? Didn't you see that she was terrified? Come on, she wasn't terrified. The only reason she ran away was because she got embarrassed at my approaches. Just a bit more and I could have managed to take her to my room where we could have some fun. But then you came along and ruined everything. You're a sick man, Dante. What you're saying right now are actually what a delusional man would say. You calling me delusional? Irene got scared by what you did and called me to save her. What? She wanted you to save her? What do you mean she got scared? According to Irene, this wasn't your first time doing something like this apparently. Even in the office, you would wait until I wasn't with her and suddenly start massaging her shoulders while she's working on the computer, or go up to her and smell her, or try to pull her hair so you could keep her for yourself. It often seems you would go up to her and say inappropriate things as well. Yeah, but she looked like she was enjoying it. If she didn't like it, she would resist. She said she didn't resist because she was scared and you were a senior employee, and because she didn't want to interrupt her work. Apparently, she was thinking about how to tell you that she didn't like what you were doing. What? Really? I'm going to report this incident to the company. What? Apparently, Irene was recording you with a secret microphone whenever you said those things to her. She was recording me? If we check the security cameras in the office as well, we'll probably be able to find the proof of what you did. But all I wanted was to have someone as talented, as beautiful as Irene as my girlfriend. That's why I did all those things, because I thought that it would make her happy. I haven't had a girlfriend in 5 years, but there's something even I know. What is it? If you make the mistake of getting the wrong ideas about your relationship with a woman, she's going to be disgusted by you and strike back. Huh? Disgusted? Strike back? Anyways, Irene's scared of you and has zero affection for you, so just give it up already. But I was sure she liked me. The next day, me, Irene, our manager, and a person in charge of employee compliance came to the office 1 hour earlier than usual and had a meeting. Dante didn't know about this and came to the office 15 minutes earlier than usual to tell the manager his version of the story. Apparently, he made it seem like he himself was the victim. It was too bad for him, though, that Irene had already showed him the evidence. So this only made it worse for Dante, as it was now apparent that he didn't regret his actions whatsoever. Dante miraculously wasn't fired, but instead relocated abroad, where he would work for the next 30 years of his career. Dante's face went pale when he heard this, but it was too late for him. Of course, Irene made Dante pay an alimony to her for the distress he had caused her, and so Dante couldn't just quit his job since he had to get the money somehow. He was last seen crying at the airport before getting onto an airplane and leaving the country. Honestly, I wouldn't be so sad if I were him, as he basically gets a new chance at a life abroad. This is private, but Irene confessed her feelings to me, and we've been dating ever since. I proposed to her 1 year after that. That's a story for another day.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Cassidy! It's been too long. I think almost 10 years or so now since the last time the both of us chatted. What? Miley? All right, this is exactly how I expected you to react, LOL. It's great to see that you're feeling the same way about me even after these past 10 years, LOL. Hateful and rude, LOL. And by the way, I hear you're still single, right? LOL. Who told you something like that? Samuel did. Huh? A little while ago, Samuel was back around you guys for work for about a week. And just out of curiosity, he wanted to see how Mom and Dad's place was doing, so he passed by it in his car. And he noticed that you're still living with them after seeing you through the dining room window. I don't think by seeing me over at Mom and Dad's house, that's a good way to judge if I'm single or not right now. Oh, come on now. If you're still living with your parents at the age you are now, then you can't be anything besides single, right? LOL. But I get it. You still feel safe being over at their house and can be there to take care of them, so don't worry. LOL. Why would you care about how I feel after you left the house so long ago and never talked to any of us? You ran off without ever talking to us for a whole decade after you stole my fiancé, Samuel, from me and said he'd become your husband. I'm actually having a hard time still believing this is actually that same Miley talking to me now. Do you expect to return to Mom and Dad's house now or something? That's right. And if you think I don't have a place with you guys there anymore, then make a place for me, LOL. Make a place for you? I'm going to be moving back in with you all whether you want me to or not, Cassidy. Seriously? It's been 10 years now since I've been able to see my parents, and so Samuel and I are moving in with them. And you're to leave, LOL. You're actually serious about coming back to this house? That's what I'm saying, right? Even if you were to try and move back in with Mom and Dad, there's really no place for you or Samuel to stay since this place is fully booked now. And I told you if there's no place for me, then make one. And a place for my husband, too. You are just in the way now, Cassidy, LOL. So get out of there, LOL. That'll free up your room, and although it's small and narrow, my husband and I will feel all cozy. Huh? Why do I have to be the one to leave this house? Cassidy, I'm aware that you're still in love with Samuel, right? But he's my husband now, and there's no chance for you to ever get back with him. And it's nothing against you as my little sister, but having someone living in the same house as my husband that still loves him is a bit... I don't have to say how I feel about it, right? You can see what I'm getting at, LOL. Don't tell me you've come this far and still have no idea what's going on here. What's going on with me and my life? What do you mean, LOL? I don't want to keep this hidden from you any longer because it'll only make things worse between us. So, I'll tell you. I'm married now, Miley. Huh? And as for this house, Mom and Dad's house, I'm living here with my husband and plan to have my family stay in this house for a long time. Huh? What about Mom and Dad then? They aren't actually here anymore. Then where did those two run off to? What are they doing leaving their massive house like that? I have an idea of where they went off to, but they don't want to meet you, so I can't say exactly where their address is. Come on, LOL. Listen, Cassidy, if you're going to lie to me, do a better job of it and give some more details besides just that. If you're being asked where your parents have run off to, don't just say that they don't want to meet me and that you don't know, LOL. That's a total lie. Those two had some things come up in their lives and had to leave the house 9 years ago, and they left me to have this place. Huh? If you want to know the reason for them leaving back then, I'll tell you. But what will you do with that information after? Your lying is so bad, LOL. I know that Mom and Dad will be so happy to have me home since they loved me way more than they ever loved you when we were kids, LOL. I told you that they are no longer in this house. Well, I know that they want to see me there. Samuel and I plan to come next Sunday with all our things and move into that house. And before then, you need to have yourself and all your things out of there. See ya! LOL.
Hey, Cassidy. I believe that yesterday you heard from my lovely wife already, right? That next Sunday we'll be moving into that house to start living with your mum and dad. So you hurry things up and get out there as soon as possible.
Ugh. This time I have to talk to the pile of crap Samuel.
What do you mean, pile of crap?
You took the hand of my sister when you were already engaged to me, and then you both ran away from everyone for 10 years. And after 10 years, you're finally talking again, but only to say that you're going to move into this house without a single okay from anyone? No matter how you think of that, it makes you both piles of crap.
What the heck? Oh, that's what this is.
What?
Well, don't get too jealous about all of this, okay?
What are you talking about?
Over the past 10 years, you've never stopped thinking about me, right?
Huh?
And the proof I have for that is that you're still single at your age. And you're still living with your parents, even. So, no matter how you want me to think about it, the proof shows that you're still a single woman. And I think the reason for that is you've never stopped thinking about me and moved on, because you think you have a chance of getting me back. Huh?
Did my sister-in-law never tell you that I'm married now? I told her that yesterday when she was texting me. Right now, I'm living with my husband here in my mom and dad's house. And my parents actually left this house 9 years ago.
What is up with that?
I asked my sister if she wanted to know the reason for them both leaving, but she never said for me to tell her, and so I'm not going to say anything to you. But just know that if both of you suddenly show up thinking you can live here, it's not going to happen. Goodbye.
Is that so? And there's no way I'm believing a bit of those weak lies you just told me, Cassidy. Oh, you really do want to get back together with me, don't you? Oh, it's actually terrifying that you still love me, even though it's been 10 whole years of us never talking. I'm not going to come back to you, though, so get out of that house.
What the hell, Cassidy? What the actual hell is this? It's you again, Miley? What? There's this huge man standing in the front door and he's not letting us inside the house. Are you saying that you really showed up to my house? I am. Dang, you really have tried to move in without my permission. What the hell is it with this dumb-looking man? He's my husband. Huh? He has a lot of muscles on him, doesn't he? He works for a quarry company, and so he works a lot of 12-hour shifts driving heavy machinery and moving lots of stone. You're still going to use that lie with me? I'm sure that he's just some gorilla that you paid to come here and protect the front door, right? I told him that you and your husband were thinking of forcing your way back into our house and living there, so we took today off to stay home and wait. Huh? Are you actually telling me that he lives here too? I am. When Mom and Dad left the house 9 years ago, they actually put my name on the house. And then 5 years ago, we did some interior changes and reformations to the house, and my husband was putting in a lot of his money for it, so we changed the name on the house from mine to his.
That is another one of your BS lies!
If you took a look at the nameplate on our front door, I think you'd understand me a lot quicker.
Huh? Nameplate?
I know that the moment my husband stepped out the front door, you both ran off, but he told me you took a photo of the house before. The nameplate should be visible in that photo, right?
Oh, crap. The name is different now. And also, the whole front of the house looks a bit different than it did 10 years ago.
There's another part of the house we decided to have remodeled in the Reformation. We thought that since we'd be changing the nameplate after our wedding, it'd be best to get a breath of fresh air by making the front door and porch brand new.
This is bullcrap!
It's actually upsetting that you still believe this all to be a lie, even after seeing that everything I've explained to you has so far been true. And another thing, I have kids now.
Huh?
We were expecting you to show up today, so my husband and I had his parents take our kids for the day to keep them away from the house, in case anything bad were to happen to you both.
Well, Samuel is telling me he never saw your husband or kids when he drove by.
Right. You did say that when he came back into town for work a little while back. He was able to see that I was here. But if that was on a weekday, then my husband was probably at work and my kids were at school. And I work remotely for my job, and so I'm always around the house unless I have plans with friends or need to go shopping.
He did say that it was on a Thursday back then.
Then all he saw was me home at the house while the rest of my family was out doing what they always do. LOL.
Out doing what they always do.
Hey,
And now we're back to you, I see.
are you really trying to say this house is your husband's house now?
Were you looking at my sister's phone while she was texting me then?
I saw all the crap you were saying, and that's why I'm talking with you now. What the actual frick? I just realized that the name on that nameplate is the same as my mum's last name. I get it now. Your husband happens to be my cousin, I think.
It's about time this all got around to you. LOL.
10 years ago, that guy was just a loser that never left my aunt and uncle's house besides to go to the gym. Why? His face and such are similar to how he looked back then, but the rest of him is completely different now.
I never knew the man that you're talking about, but from what I've heard from some of his friends, he really did his best. I guess for a while he was talking to his parents about what he wanted to do with his life, and since he had started going to the gym, his dad said he could get him a job that would build even more muscle on him. And so that's how he got the job at the quarry, and I guess really changed his appearance.
For that frickin' quarry.
Do you know of it?
That's the place people that get out of jail go when they're released to find a job.
Ah, and that's what I've been told as well. I've heard that the owner of the place is really popular for taking those that are misplaced in society, or don't take life seriously, and works them into shape so that they know who they really are. Almost like a training camp for adults that need help getting back into society. And that's what my husband was given when he started working there. He said at first there were days where he went home crying because the work was so hard, but after getting used to the grind there, and his body growing bigger, he was able to work the 12-hour shifts like they're nothing, and is now able to have a wonderful life with me as his wife.
What the hell? I never expected a guy like him to start working for that quarry.
And he's moved up to being a manager for the company now.
What?
And about that, I've heard that pretty recently you were fired from the company you'd been working for. There has been talk around my husband's work about you and what happened when you got fired. Apparently, you and my sister have been living in company housing, but are being kicked out, and that's why you are trying to force yourselves back into my life. And I guess my sister still thinks that my mom and dad actually want her back, and so she's using that false hope of hers to bring you guys here. And now you're around my house somewhere, thinking that my mom and dad would welcome you in. I'd assume that's how it all went down for you and my sister, right?
You know about all of that stuff too.
What the heck, Cassidy? Your husband just drove up to my husband and I in an all blacked out SUV. And he just took my husband in it and drove off.
Yeah, my husband already told me about what he's going to do. You guys had been trying to hide in that park nearby my house, right? I want to know what the hell your husband is doing with mine. Well, my husband knows, the CEO of the company that Samuel was fired from, and he knows him well enough to understand Samuel's situation. And after he spoke with that CEO for a while about Samuel and the past he had with me and all of that, we decided to talk with Samuel's parents about what to do with you guys. And they agreed that my husband is to take you both to go work out in the quarries for him. And it'll be some very back-breaking work. Huh? Well, after his parents heard about how you guys were trying to barge into living in my house, they said you both needed to be put to work. And so you're going to end up the same way Mom and Dad did, working in the quarry and learning the hard way how to live in this society. Huh? Mom and Dad? They are both working for the company that runs the quarry. Excuse me? I told you a week ago or so that Mom and Dad left this house 9 years ago, right? Well, to tell you the truth about what happened 9 years ago, Mom and Dad were so upset about how you ran away with my fiancé, but they weren't upset at you for doing that, but me. They loved you so much that they blamed me over and over again for letting you run off with Samuel, and even went as far as to push me down the stairs. And just when I thought it was over for me, Grandpa was in the house and saw what had happened and had me taken to the hospital to be treated. And as for Mom and Dad, well, he sent both of them to go work at that quarry because it used to be run by Grandpa and he had the power to get them employed there. So that's what happened after I left? And I think that those two are still at one of the quarries, working for 12 hours a day, doing very intense labor that people their age shouldn't really do anymore. But according to my husband, they still don't blame you for what happened and are even more upset with me now that they have to work there because of what Grandpa saw. What the heck? And another thing, the person that came and picked them up from Grandpa and drove them to the quarry site was none other than my husband. He somehow heard about how I'd be alone after getting out of the hospital, and after some time, he came to me, and that led to where we are now. I don't care about what's happened with you or Mom or Dad right now, okay? Is working for that quarry company going to be scary? Well, you have to put in a lot of manual labor there. LOL. What? When you start working there, you'll understand what I mean. Are you just going to let them have me? Well, normally I wouldn't ask for my own sister to have to go and work there, but... Then come and help me! Come and help you, huh? I actually do want to help you and Samuel, and that's why my husband and I are planning to have you both go work in the quarry. Huh? Do your best, okay? Hold on! It seems that this time, my husband did not go easy on my sister and Samuel, and brought along 5 other men from the company to come bring them along. The idea for them having to work for the quarry is that if they choose not to, they will most likely never be able to find another job besides that. Right now, Samuel has little chance of being hired by anyone else in the area due to the very embarrassing news of how he was fired. And my sister is not the kind of girl that'll work a job unless under very strict measures, which will be enforced at the quarry. And it seems for the next little while, those two will not be allowed to use their smartphones while on the job site, which is pretty much all the time since the job rotation there for manual workers is every 2 months, and you live on site. I think after those two ran away 10 years ago and never seemed to do well with the world they were living in, it'll be a good refresher for them to get back to basics, working long shifts under the hot sun while moving some rocks. And hopefully that, while being surrounded by some of society's lowest, will help them become a bit better people, like it had done to my husband. I'm sure that they will start complaining every day about how their muscles will begin to hurt and that they want to go home, but that's all part of working for that next paycheck. LOL. I really do hope that this teaches them a huge lesson about how they should have never been the pile of crap people that they were, and that they really should try not to cause problems for other people. However, in their case, and especially my sister's case alone, I think they're going to end up just like my parents, and will never actually change into better people through all that hard labor. That won't really bother me either way, because if they want to keep acting like monsters, then they can all work there until the day they all fall over. But anyway, that's enough about them both. For the work that my husband put in today, I'm going to make sure to cook him up a hefty steak dinner tonight as a reward. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hello, Miriam. You're coming home today, right? Yeah, Mom. Should get there like about 6 p.m. or so. Has it really been 5 years? Are you busy at work now? Yeah, I suppose so. This work requires me to go overseas a lot, so yeah, it's kinda hectic at times. I'm driving over. I hope there's enough parking space available. If not, I may have to park it down the street at that parking garage. Don't worry. That spot is usually open. You can park it there. Oh, that reminds me. Those sweets you brought home when you were here 5 years ago? I remember they were real delicious. Oh yeah, those. Yep, they were pretty good. I'm surprised you remembered. I wonder if they are still available. They are pretty popular. I'm sure they still sell them. Could you pick some of those up for me on your way here? Sure, I can do that. Oh, yeah, Mom, there was something I wanted to ask you about. What is it? It's about Nadine. I heard that you're sort of acting a bit rude to her. Is that true? Pardon me? What are you talking about? It's just something I heard from a friend of mine that lives nearby. She told me that my younger brother's wife was having a hard time there, that you were mistreating her. Who told you that? I bet it was Caroline down the street, wasn't it? That's not true at all. I treat her like I do everyone else. She said you're making her do all the housework and she suffers verbal abuse from you on a daily basis. All I'm doing is giving her a little life lesson as an experienced mother. That's all. She needs someone to teach her how to cook and clean, right? Nadine is still young. She really has inadequate experience as a married woman. I can't believe people saw it that way. Mistreating her. Please, I would never do such a thing. But you know what? If such rumors are really going around, maybe I should come out and say it. What is it, Mom? To be honest, I really can't bring myself to like Nadine. I know Frank could find someone a lot better. I think she's just using my son. Huh? Are you serious, Mom? You sound like some conspiracy nut. Nadine seems like a really nice person if you ask me. Why do you have to take her side? You're my daughter, aren't you? I'm not taking anybody's side here. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, you guys all live together, so it would be advantageous to all if each of you give and take a little, find common ground. Alright, I got it. I suppose if I just keep quiet, people won't see me as a mean old mother-in-law. I'm being serious here, Mom. Yes, I know. I'll try my best to be a better mother-in-law. I should be there by 6 or 7. Yes, all right. Drive carefully. Nadine, where the hell are you right now?
I was just vacuuming the living room. Your daughter's coming home, so I wanted the place looking spotless. Is there something you need?
Yes, my daughter. I was just online with her. She has a lot to say about you. Or should I say, she scolded me.
Huh? She said something about me?
So, you've been spreading gossip around that I've been mistreating you, that I'm making you work against your will.
I would never spread such rumors.
Don't you lie to me. I never did anything to you. All I did was discipline you so you would do a better job at cleaning and cooking, just passing down what I learned from my mother.
I'm sorry, I'm still not up to par with all the household chores. I assure you, I'll do better.
I'm not asking you to be an expert. All I'm saying is just do the basic chores, that's all. Your cooking is horrendous, your cleaning is always incomplete, and when you do the laundry, all the clothes end up all wrinkled. How can you even call yourself a housewife? Do you even realize the inconvenience you are causing?
I'm doing my best.
Well, it doesn't seem that way to me at all. It all seems half-baked. I don't believe you can make my son happy.
Please forgive me. I will do better. I assure you.
It's too late to apologize. I want you out of this house right this minute. As punishment for spreading all over the neighborhood, no dinner for you.
I don't recall spreading such rumors.
Shut your mouth. Don't you dare come back tonight. Stay at somewhere. Just stay away from here. Sleep at the park. I don't want you here tonight.
But I was.
I don't want to hear it. Just get out of here. Oh, and don't take any money with you. My punishment of no dinner will have no meaning.
All right, if you insist.
Hello, Nadine? Are you okay to talk?
Hello, Miriam. It's been a while. Good to see you back home again.
Yeah, thanks. I just got home a while ago.
Really? That's great. Must feel good to be home.
I just drove by the park on my way here and saw you digging through the trash bin. Were you looking for something?
Yeah. I was just,
I was going to stop and say hello, but I couldn't find a parking spot, so I figured I would see you at home. But you never showed. I could go back and help you find whatever you're looking for.
No, really, it's nothing. I wouldn't want to inconvenience you.
Don't be like that. We're family now. What were you looking for?
I was looking for some, food. I thought there might be some food someone left behind, so please, don't mind me, Miriam.
Wait, could you repeat what you just said?
Yeah, you know the 7-Eleven is nearby. Figured there might be some food scraps in there, so... maybe some leftover snacks?
Oh, I get it. You were looking for food scraps for the birds. Is that it?
No, nothing like that.
So what were you doing looking for food?
It's for me. I'm being starved.
Say again. What did you say? What's going on here?
Yes, well, it's just that.
Does this have to do with how my mom is mistreating you?
I really shouldn't.
Come on, Nadine. You've told me this much. Just come out and tell the whole story. The reason you told me that much can only mean you're reaching out for help. Well, I'm here to help you, Nadine. So let that cat out of the bag. I'm right, aren't I?
Well, I was. I was told that I had spread rumors around the neighborhood that I was being mistreated by your mother. She said that you told her that you scolded her for it.
My God, she said that? All I said was I heard some rumors from a local friend and asked her if it was true. She, of course, denied it.
But I never said anything about you spreading those rumors.
Yes, of course. I know you're not the kind of person to do such a thing. Anyway, thanks for believing me. I'm not sure if my mom purposely twisted my words, knowing what I'd said, or just took it at face value. I never should have mentioned it. Made things worse. I'm really sorry, Nadine.
Please, you're not to blame.
Now that you told me, can I ask you a little more about your situation? About you digging through the trash earlier?
Yes, that. Your mother won't allow me to eat as punishment, but when Frank is home, everything is pretty normal. But when he's late or on a business trip, she'd have her dinner as usual and then would throw all the leftovers away. She took possession of my bank book and cash card, so I'm constantly without money, unable to buy any food on my own.
I see. If you have no money and no card, you can't even use your smartphone as a payment method.
Yes, That's right. So, I was digging through the trash looking for scraps of food. I hate doing it, but I had no other choice.
Well, that's good to hear. So you didn't really eat any of that stuff, right?
No, not yet at least.
Not yet? This happened before?
The day before yesterday, Frank was ordered to go on a business trip for 2 weeks.
Wait, he's gonna be gone for 2 weeks?
This is the longest that he'll be gone. I've never had to endure this for that long. I don't know what I'm going to do. My parents passed away when I was young. I have no home to go back to.
Wait a sec, don't tell me you haven't eaten in 2 days. Why didn't you say that earlier? I'm headed over there right now. Wait there by the park entrance. Don't you dare go anywhere, Nadine.
Right. I'll be there.
Nadine, are you seeing this? Where the hell are you right now?
I'm sleeping in a park.
Good girl. Don't you dare go knocking on people's doors for help. All you'll do is spread more lies about me. Better to spend some time in the park with the squirrels. You do anything stupid and I'll make Frank divorce you. Just keep that in mind as you gaze up at the stars. Nadine, are you there? Are you doing okay?
Hello, Miriam. Yes, I'm fine. Thanks so much for getting me this motel room for the night. It's very comfortable. And thanks for dinner too. I must have seemed like a hungry child. I'm really sorry. And that $300 you lent me, I'll pay that back as soon as possible.
Forget about all that. Did you get a little rest?
Yes, definitely. I feel much better thanks to you.
You can have breakfast at the diner across the street after you check out tomorrow. So get your fill before I pick you up. I'll text you again in the morning.
Thanks for everything, Miriam.
Oh yeah, and I contacted Frank and told him everything. That idiot, he had no idea about any of this. Men, you can't live with them and you can't live without them, as they say.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to worry him. He was just so busy with work and all. I've never had to talk to him about any of this.
I sent him all the conversation text regarding this whole mess that he's furious about now.
Oh, so that's why he called earlier saying he was really sorry. He was on the verge of tears.
Oh, so he read the whole thing already, huh? Well, good for him.
Yes, seems like it. He said he talked to his boss about having urgent family matters and he finally got permission to come back for a while. He said that he'll arrive tomorrow at noon.
Okay, so everything is ready to go. We'll get the operation in motion tomorrow afternoon. My mom's going to be across town tomorrow for her women's luncheon, so she won't be back till later. So that's our chance to get the ball rolling.
Right. I won't ever forget this, Miriam.
We're not done yet. Let's leave the festivities for later. Miriam, are you still asleep? Good morning, Mom. I'm off to a luncheon with my friends today. The one you were talking about the other day, right? Well, have fun. You said you'll be back around 6 p.m.? No change there? Yes, that's about right. Okay, I'm off. See you later. Alright, drive carefully and have a nice luncheon, Mom. Nadine, you ready? Mom just left for her luncheon with friends. You at the diner?
Yes, just finished up.
I'll be there in 10 minutes. And then we start packing and moving this stuff out.
I'm ready anytime you are.
Nadine, where the hell are you? I just got home to find all Frank's and your stuff gone. The place is practically empty. What's this about? Explain yourself right this minute. I don't have time for this. Nadine, are you seeing this? Mom, you there? Miriam, where have you been? Something is not right at home. Do you know anything about this? I'll explain everything to you, Mom, so hold your horses. Frank and Nadine have moved out. They no longer live there. Wait, what? What are you saying? I can understand Nadine moving out, but Frank too? That can't be. Anyway, he's on a business trip now. How could he move out? He took some time off and came back to help move. Frank is furious how you treated Nadine. He had no idea what was going on. In fact, he was in tears when he heard. I feel the same way. I was away for 5 years. Maybe I never should have come back, but then again, I would never have known about Nadine. So in the end, it worked out. But I never want to return again, to be honest. Oh, come on, Miriam. Relax. It's not what you think. I never treated her that badly. I really don't know what I did wrong. Well, let me explain something to you real simple like. Frank and I are infuriated by the way you treated Nadine, the way you deprived her of food, taking her money away from her. We concocted a plan to help her escape from this hellhole. When you were gone on your little luncheon with the girls, we set our plan into motion and got their stuff out of the house. Now that they've been liberated, they never plan to return. This is some sort of prank, right? You can't be serious. Please, you can't do this. Oh, and the reason why I came back after 5 long years? What do you mean, reason? You're just back for a visit, right? The reason I'm back is to ask you to move out of that house. Move out? What are you even talking about? You do know that this house is still in Dad's name, right? 5 years ago, you divorced Dad, but you refused to move out. So Dad, out of the kindness of his heart, arranged it so that you would pay $600 a month rent to continue living there. A bargain, if you ask me. Excuse me? What rent? Figures. You had no idea about the whole arrangement. At this time, Frank paid $400 a month and I covered the rest. Frank wanted to take Nadine and move out, but with having to pay the rent on the house, he was forced to stay. Anyway, getting back to what we were talking about Dad. A lot has happened in the 5 years since he divorced you. He decided to set things straight regarding the inheritance. And that's where that house comes in. The house you've been living in for the past 5 years. Dad asked me to come down here and talk to you about this whole arrangement and what we would do going forward. But as soon as I arrived, I find out about this abuse, this mistreatment of Nadine. Although I was all set to make some sort of accommodation and give you some leeway, but we came to the conclusion that none of that was needed. So, as the first step, I had Frank and Nadine escape from that house. How could you? I'm your mother, for God's sake. And you're next in line to get out of that house. What the hell are you talking about? You're my daughter. You can't do this. Why are you on your dad's side anyways? A daughter should back her mother up. That's always been the way. Your father abandoned me to live with another woman. I bet you didn't know that. Before we got divorced, when I found out about their relationship, can you imagine how hurt I was? I was in a depression for months afterwards. And now you plan to confiscate this house from me. I'm the victim here. How cruel does someone have to be to do such a thing? And you're my daughter. As payment for the suffering he brought to me, I demand that he hand over this house to me as compensation. I will never leave this house. This house is mine. Never will I hand over this house to you double-crossing traitors. Wow, where did that come from? You got it all backwards, Mom. Dad met his current wife after he divorced you. The reason he divorced you was because of your selfishness and disregard for others. Always looking out for number one. My selfishness? I never. No use explaining things now, but we've already made the decision, Mom. You're out of that house, like it or not. You can't be serious. Where the hell am I going to go? I have nowhere else to go. My folks are gone. I have no real close relatives to turn to. What do I do? I'll introduce you to a live-in job. Live-in what? Live-in job, Mom. You can live and work there, all inclusive. Frank's boss had some connections and found you the perfect position. I'd take it if I were you. It's a small fish processing factory up north called Ace Fisheries. They need a supervisor for their employee dormitory. It also includes cooking and cleaning. Ace Fisheries? That sounds familiar. Where have I heard that name before? But live in? No way. I can't do that. I'd rather you take me in. You're my daughter. You take care of me. It's the least you can do for your own mother. That's not happening. Why? I'm sure you have enough room. Now that my son has abandoned me, it seems the only other option is for my eldest daughter to take it upon herself to look after her poor mother. That only seems fair. Sorry, Mom, I'm getting married. Uh-huh? You mean married. Yeah, Mom, married. He is going to be transferred overseas for a few years at least, so I'll be joining him. So no way you can live with me. You can't do this to me, Miriam. I suggest you take up the offer from Ace Fisheries. You'll have a place to live, you can work, have 3 meals a day. What more can you ask for? You should be grateful you even have such a choice. I remember where I'd heard this Ace Fisheries. A friend's delinquent son ran into some trouble with the law, and one night a black van arrived at their home and took him away. Several years later, he returned, a completely changed man, a polite, well-groomed young man. I can't go there. Please, Miriam, I'm frightened. That black van. It's sitting right outside my door. What am I going to do? Miriam, please help me. Miriam, please don't do this. Although she resisted when that van arrived at her house, but she eventually relented and packed her meager belongings and was taken away. She arrived at the site several hours later and began work the very next morning, which involved cooking and cleaning for the woman worker. Many of these women were veteran workers with years of experience. Although a supervisor of this dorm, these women were thick-skinned, hard-working folks, and they would not take any crap from anybody, much less a pampered old woman. She would jump a mile when one of these tough women even talked to her. A self-centered attitude is ill-suited in a place like that. But all things considered, I think she's in good hands. It will be a good life lesson for her. Maybe those women will knock some common sense into her. As for Frank and Nadine, they rented a small apartment near where my dad lives, and they see each other often. I hear Nadine gets along great with Dad's new wife. I hope things work out for them. Me? I'm getting married in the summer and then heading to Europe for a few years. Maybe I'll finally be able to visit Paris. It's gonna be an adventure.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.